And I've noticed that you can't fake confidence as much as you want, you know. So in order to get confidence, you need to earn that confidence. And I think for me, it's a lot about preparation.
All right, we are a few days ahead of Worlds 2025, and I'm in the presence of BrokenBlade, top laner of G2 Esports, obviously, the one and only. And yeah, we are here in Beijing, China, and it's a very exciting time. A few matches coming up. We don't know your opponents yet, right? But how are you feeling? How has it been traveling to China and starting to scrim and everything?
It's been good. We have been scrimming already for like 1.5 weeks, maybe even 2. We arrived early to get rid of the jet lag and stuff. I think Koi did the same thing.
Good idea.
So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been jet lagged myself. Honestly, it's been hard. But yeah, how have your preparation been going in general? Like, did you get to meet any teams already? I mean, you've been doing media all day, right? And probably scrimming a bit already. But obviously, like, you have to get rid of the jet lag still and everything.
Yeah, I mean, you always see like a couple of teams, and then you just say hello and just move on, Like that's just usually how it works. And the people you just speak to a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, I've just been preparing. The preparation has been going well. Don't want to jinx it too much, I think we were on a good way, especially after winning Europe after a long year. So just exciting to know our opponent and play against him.
Yeah. Speaking of not jinxing as well, I think that's interesting because everyone we've heard from so far, we had an interview with Rodrigo and we also had one with Caps in Madrid. Everyone from G2 seems to be very conservative, I guess, about like expectations going into Worlds, and obviously it's to be expected after like the results of the last few years. I can understand. So I just wanted to ask you, as someone that has been to Worlds so many times and unfortunately has never made it to the bracket stage, what are your expectations? And I'm sorry to throw this on you, obviously, but what are you hoping to achieve this year?
I mean, as you put it, like I've never made it out of I made it to the bracket stage, so I'm gonna take things a bit differently this year, and I'm gonna go step by step, and that for me is the bracket stage. I feel like I was very close a couple of times, so this year I feel like should be the year. Obviously, we have to back it up by gameplay. So, yeah, but for me, I will just stay in the present for this tournament. Obviously, I mean, a lot of people know, like I don't use social media as much anymore. It's just something I was thinking about it, but I like to live in the moment. And for this year's Worlds, I will do that, and I will live every day like it's the last day that I will play at Worlds, so I'm excited to give it my all.
Could you detail a bit as well, like how's your mentality evolved over time? Because I can imagine like the first time you go into Worlds, like you have all this excitement, like facing all these players, and after a while you have to sort of like get used to it and be able to get rid of the expectations. In a way, you have to treat every match like a LEC match, for example, right? Like how have the mentality evolved for you like throughout the years?
I mean, for me, it's just like you put it, like the first day I was playing in pro, not even in Worlds. Like you feel like the enemy team is not approachable, they're too strong and stuff like this. But the more and more I qualified and played against these guys, I know they can bleed and we can win. And we even won against them with this roster in EWC against BRG, right? And we can take games from teams like Gen.G and stuff. So I'm confident going into the tournament. But again, as I said, we're going to take it step by step. Other than that, I just hope the other EU teams will also do well, because let's be honest, the last years haven't been great. Firstly, we want to show that EU is better than NA, and then we can talk about the rest.
Yeah, and for you, Worlds in China this year is a bit like coming full circle, because your very first time at Worlds was in 2020 with TSM. Let's not talk about the results, but it was in China as well. And now you're back 5 years later, and you have the chance to redeem that past experience, right, as well. Does that mean anything special to you to be able to play here in China again, and also a bigger crowd, right, because it was COVID and everything?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely it's a cool. It would be a cool storyline if you were to win it all, especially for me. I mean, going from 0-6 to winning the next time was in China. It's definitely something cool. But yeah, I mean, this time around there's going to be a crowd, and usually the crowds are in the Asian countries are very, very cool as well. Very similar to the Spanish crowd that we've had in Madrid. It's very loud, it's very, very cool. So I'm looking forward to playing on stage.
Talking about playing yourself as a player as well, this split in LEC we've seen a lot more flavor for you as well. The Kled, right? The set even in the finals. How do you think this playstyle is going to pan out going internationally, playing against better players as well? I heard someone say oh, the greatest achievement of BB was convincing his coaches that Kled is a good champion or something, because like no one else picks it, right?
I mean, people will always talk, right? But when I solo killed people with Zach and Rek'Sai and stuff like this, people are like saying, "Oh, I'm a genius" and stuff. So I mean, for me, I just do what I think is the best and what my team thinks is the best, obviously. And I do think Kled is a strong champ, and I will get some victories with this champion. And if people want to doubt it, that's in my benefit, right? I mean, especially if it's the other teams. So, and if I end up losing with it, then obviously I was wrong in the end. But I'm confident in the pick. There's not going to be a random Andy saying that, and I will lose my confidence. It's just not how it works. Sadly for them, good for me, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I just think wherever I can get advantages from, I will do it, and I think that's one way. So
yeah. Talking about the LCK, LPL teams and everything, I think a lot of people especially are looking at the LCK right now. Who do you see as your biggest opponents and like the teams that are contenders to win Worlds, or teams that you want to take down, obviously, to get the trophy yourself?
I mean, I think there's a lot of strong teams. Obviously, I think Gen.G is probably one of the strongest teams in this tournament right now. But the last time we checked, Kenyan was only playing Arena. I don't know if that surfaced online a lot, but he was playing a lot of Arena, so maybe he's a little bit rusty.
That's good. I have an interview with him tomorrow.
So yeah, I mean, I think I checked, and he dropped all the way from like a high rank to Diamond 1, playing only Arena. It was quite funny match history, to be honest. You don't see this stuff a lot. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited to play against like BLG and these kind of teams. AL, I also think they are a really good team. So I think they made it to the finals as well last time, right? So in was it EWC? Yeah. So yeah, I'm just looking forward again, like just taking step by step.
And speaking of taking it step by step, all the learnings and everything, I remember after MSI we had an interview together at the end, right? And it was pretty emotional for you as well. Obviously, it was a difficult tournament for you. I think you took a lot from that as well. Could you tell me, like, how do you plan on approaching Worlds differently than the previous international this year?
Well, it was a lot about confidence. Of course, my confidence was an all-time low, and I'm usually a very optimistic player and person, and in general, and I've noticed that you can't fake confidence as much as you want, so in order to get confidence, you need to earn that confidence. And I think for me, it's a lot about preparation and like how I prepare. And to be honest, for this Worlds, this is the first time it's been like this. We didn't have a really time off, so for me, I didn't also get to relax. So I'm still in that. I'm still gonna learn stuff like form, and like I didn't have to come back and like adapt to the meta and stuff. And the meta is very similar, so for me, I feel very confident now to go into the tournament with. I feel like I have pretty good ideas on like how the game is supposed to be played and stuff like this. So I'm excited to just play and see how the games go.
Cool, perfect. Is there anything you want to say to the G2 fans as well, the G2 army? Maybe even those that are traveling to China, if there's any. I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be some fans, right?
I mean, yeah, obviously, whoever comes here, especially in person, to support us. I hope you guys scream sort out that we can notice your screams. It always means a lot, especially if you see familiar faces. It's very cool, like traveling the world to support your favorite team, whether it's online or offline, wherever. We always appreciate it, especially if you give us motivational messages, speeches. It's just cool, like just stick with it. We appreciate it.
Perfect. Bibi, before we close, do you have a hot take for Worlds this year?
my hot take: Giants will not win Worlds.
Perfect. Well, in any case, thank you so much for your time, BB. I wish you the best in the Swiss stage. I hope to see you in the next few days as well. And for now, rest well. I hope jet lag won't be too much of an issue and everything. And yeah, I mean, I'll be talking to you after you go 3-0 in Swiss.
Thank you very much.
Perfect. Thank you.